Is it all done? Okay, now take it over to the oven.
For over a month, Leanne Druin and her daughter Dorothea have been preparing for the big day. This Sunday, the Druin family will be hosting a big Christmas feast for the Okanagan street people.
We've done approximately five or six so far. And we have, what, four beefs and 3 or 4 hams.
3 years ago, this single mother of 3 started serving food to homeless people on Sundays. She became so popular that last night she was featured on a national television show. But Druin says she's only doing this to help people in need. At her first Christmas banquet, there were about 5 needy people. This year, she expects over 200 to show up.
When you don't have family, it perpetuates your loneliness, your separation, just how singular you are. And so to make it something special and something nice for people who don't have someone. Just put these ones here, okay?
Druin wants to make Christmas special for homeless people. Under the Christmas tree, she has over 200 gifts. She says she won't let anyone leave her house without a Christmas present.
All of the packages get toothbrushes, chocolate bars,
there's soaps and combs.
Soaps, combs, candy canes for the kids, things that are
you've got
useful.
200 gifts for people.
Yes, and then
people you don't know.
Well, I wouldn't say I don't know them. They come here to the house and we get to know them. I write down everyone's name, I log who they all are, and they're just my friends.
Druin says she's not worried about the money she's spending on preparing the feast. She says it's what Christmas is all about. In Kelowna, Mohini Singh, CHBC News.
But sometimes kindness is rewarded with cruelty. I told you about a case in point. Leanne Druin is a woman who opens her home up every week to people looking for a home-cooked meal. The other night, someone opened her freezers and stole most of her food supplies. And last night, insult to injury. It appears the thieves returned because the rest of the food was stolen as well.
This morning I came out to start cooking for my Sundays, for my street guys, and I went to my freezers and all the turkeys had been stolen, all the hamburger, all the sausages.
Yesterday, it seemed things couldn't get much worse for Leanne Druin. The woman who opens her home to the hungry every weekend had just found her freezers had been emptied overnight. Incredibly, what food wasn't stolen Thursday night was stolen in a second theft last night.
I felt really angry, and I had a lot of anger, and I went, okay, let's, you can get bitter, you can get better. So let's channel it into something good instead of into a vendetta or getting a bitter heart.
Druin's forgiving attitude was shared by some of the people who came by today to donate food.
Leanne does a great service to the community, and just really felt very sad for what happened, and I just hope whoever took it really needed it and uses it properly.
Does it anger you at all?
No. I just pray for the people that did it and just hope that that they put the food to good use.
Got ham and hamburger and coffee and milk, and here's a turkey and here's a turkey. We've got sliced meats and wieners. Over here we've got bags of sausages and more hamburger. Up here, homemade cookies, canned peaches, some roasts, the seafood.
After media reports about the theft, the response has been overwhelming, and the Sunday meal will go ahead as usual. Only one thing has changed. From now on, the freezers will be locked.
Leanne is a savior. She provides food and clothing for Kelowna's homeless, and this year, as she does every year, Stanier is providing a Christmas feast for nearly 250 people. Toby Tanis reports.
The feast is still 2 days away, but already the preparations are underway. Leanne Stanier and her family are getting ready for their guests. And if past years are any indication, they can expect more than 200 of them.
Well, there's anywhere from 40 to 60 people at a time inside the house. It's very crowded and very hot.
But Stanier says she would never let that deter her and her volunteers from preparing the feast for the people that rely on her, the poor and the homeless.
The guys are so appreciative because they know no one's here because they had to be here. All the volunteers that come are here because they wanted to be here. And that makes people look at themselves and go, wow, if you care so much about me, maybe I should care so much about me too.
Roast beef, ham, cabbage rolls, and a variety of goodies are being prepared for the guests, but they'll get more than food. These boxes contain close to 200 wrapped Christmas presents.
We always give them presents. Most of these people got nothing. And so we prepare.
Charity begins at home. Well, Kelowna's Leanne Druin has been taking that philosophy to heart for the past few years. Every week she opens up her home to complete strangers. As long as they're hungry, they're welcome for a free meal. Her efforts are well known to residents in the central Okanagan, and now the government has taken notice by declaring Druin's operation a charity officially. Now Druin says she can do more to help even more people.
Saturday Night Live thing?
Leanne Druin has been helping people for years. She gives away clothes, advice, and opens up her home once a week to those who need food.
Whether it's be needy people or homeless or street people, whatever. Welfare recipients, all sorts of people come here.
She's well known among Kelowna's homeless, and she's also been featured on national television. Now her efforts have been given official society status.
Called the H.O.S.O.T.O House, H.O.S.O.T.O, stands for Helping Others Stand on Their Own. No, it's not a Japanese bathhouse.
Last year, Druin would get 150 people for lunch each Sunday, and she's back in business starting this weekend. Some who have come for lunches help out with various chores. Robert moved to Kelowna from Saskatoon and needed Druin's help when he first arrived.
We're in kind of dire straits. We had no place to go to and no money, and we're at the Gospel Mission. We found out about this place, and every Sunday we'd come up here and eat, and you know, she's been very good to us, so I don't mind coming by all summer and helping her out.
Robert has a job now and still comes to help out with some of the gardening.
I've seen hundreds of people get off the streets, get jobs, go back to their families, go to drug and alcohol counseling centers.
And because Leanne Druin has seen successes, she wants to start a house where people can go if they need a place to stay for a few months.
Now we can concentrate on job interviewing skills, job hunting skills, self-esteem boosters, money management, if they need drug and alcohol counseling.
But Druin doesn't have a house yet or any other volunteers.
Let's say you're a person who always complains and says, those welfare bums, those welfare bums. Well, look, now we have a plan so there's not there. Let's, instead of always put them down, put your money where your mouth is. You want to help?
In Kelowna, Rosalind Shortash, CHBC News.
Leanne Druin plans to acquire a house somewhere, then staff it with volunteers. She'll need a lot of help. And as mentioned, any contributions to Druin's H.O.S.O.T.O House are now tax deductible.